And then for my lead vocals, I didn't want to do anything to the bus itself. I don't want to overcompress her vocals because she sounds absolutely gorgeous. I used Nectar 3 just because I really like the way EQ sounds on a vocal here. Just so you notice, there's absolutely no pitch correction on here. This is all her voice raw. I'm not a huge fan of the compressors in Nectar 3. That's why I put the Mic E on here. You can get a really warm vocal sound, especially if you start with the Vocal Heritage preset. And the room mics, I did a little bit more EQ on here just to give her high end a little bit of presence. She has a very warm voice, so I needed to add a little bit of edge in the reverb. Plus, it's a plate reverb. They're supposed to have a little bit more bite. And then the 2A on here, I might be changing this to the 76 later after listening to it a little bit more, but I'm really happy with the sound now. But as a sneak preview, here is what she sounds like. We'll just listen to the vocals only in the choruses.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Love that I'm feeling. Is this love? Love that I'm feeling.
I could listen to that all day. I could listen to her voice all day in this. But we're going to move on to the background vocals. So with the background vocals, we had the two female vocalists come in, Olivia and Emily. They came in and I had them do each take on the same mic together. So BGV1 and BGV2, both of them are both of their voices in there together, but we did two separate takes to add a little bit more layers with their vocals. So we'll solo it up. And the way I did it too is I hard pan left for BGV1 and BGV2 hard panned right. That, because if they're together, they sang it so well and so similarly that there was a little bit of phasing issue. So I pulled them apart and that opened it up a lot more. With them, again, no pitch correction on there, but the EQ sounds fantastic from the Nectar 3. And then the 1176 for the vocals. I think I started with a preset that I found in here. I forget who it was from though. And then on their room mics, I just have a little bit of the compressor. That was not so much to compress it, but just to bring the levels up. So we'll listen to it without the room mics and then with the room mics.
Is this love, 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 love that I'm feeling?
And then with their room mics. Sounds so good. And we'll put Leah in there as well just to show you what they all sound like together. Actually, there we go.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Love that I'm feeling.
All right. And then in the session itself, you can see I've chopped up quite a bit. This is just since they were in this room, it could easily make some noise. So we wanted to make sure that there wasn't like background noise coming in that could affect the mix. So we completely pulled out any time that the vocalists weren't singing. So you see I have all of these cuts and fade ins and fade outs here. When you have this bell kind of curve, it makes it feel and sound a little bit more natural than a straight angled fade in. And then actually close that back. Close these folders, and just wanted to show one more thing on the drums. You can see on the toms, especially when it comes to toms, I'm super picky. I like them to sound a certain way. So every tom hit has the sharp fade in and fade out, and I want to make sure that they sound clean and cemented in there, just to make sure that they don't have any ringing. This helps with any like tom reverberations after the fact as well. It keeps it from having any overly exposed reverberations, like it almost sounds like a gong, like it just keeps going and going. But with cuts like this, it just helps a lot with it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the actual music video for the cover you just saw me mix, and check out the video about how we did the recording. It was a lot of fun. You'll get to see me and my friends in our element joking around, but also learn how I did any miking, how we position things in the room, things like that. If you want to try using any of the gear that I have in these videos, I'm going to try and have links for everything down below. But make sure you also like, comment, and subscribe. It's really going to help me out, and we're going to have a lot more of this content coming.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is it love that I'm feeling?